the relation between work and torque. So you can see here that the body is undergoing a angular displacement on the application, that is angular displacement is delta theta under the application of force F. It is tangential force, it is along the tangent. So see here, we have learnt it in last class that torque is nothing but it causes the turning effect, that is force into perpendicular distance. So now we are going to learn the work done. So we know the work done is equal to force into distance, that is ds, if it is linear motion. But now since it is the angular displacement, you have to consider this is my arc PQ. It is the angular displacement on the application of this force, that is tangential. So the distance will be along the arc PQ. We have already learned this definition of angle, radian. Remember the first chapter, theta is equal to arc upon radius. So arc length PQ will be equal to r delta theta. So substitute that value here. You are going to get work done is equal to F r delta theta. Now what is this F into r? That is your torque. See, torque is equal to r cross F, that is Rf sin theta, where theta is angle between F and R. You can see here the angle between R and F is 90 degree and sin 90 is 1. So F into R is nothing but torque. So work done is equal to torque into d theta. If it is linear motion, it would have been, torque would have been replaced by force and delta theta would have been replaced by ds, right? So if we have the total work done is W, so that will be integration to d theta, and limits of integration will be theta 1 to theta 2, initial angle theta 1 to the final angle theta 2. The same thing we were writing here in linear motion. The work done, you know, integration f dx, limit there would be x1 to x2, right? So linear displacement x, angular displacement theta, force F. In rotational motion, force will be replaced by torque. Now power we know it is force into velocity in linear motion. Now let us study in angular motion. So we have this equation dw is equal to t delta theta. I divide both by delta t, then I will get it power is equal to torque d theta by dt, that is angular velocity. So power is equal to torque into omega, that is angular velocity. Now we are going to study about the relation between angular momentum and linear momentum. So see the relation, it is defined as cross product of r cross p, where L is angular momentum, r is the position vector, and p is the linear momentum. Position vector r in terms of ijk, you know it is xi plus yj plus zk, and linear momentum p will be written as pxi plus pyj plus pzk. So we know it a cross b, right? So we are going to write it in terms of this determinant ijk xyz px py pz. So you know how to solve it. If it is I, we hide this whatever is in the below the I, and then we do this cross diagonal ypz minus zpy. Same way we hide j, but when we are hiding j, we do it in opposite, zpx minus xpz. And when we write the components of k, again xpy minus ypx. So this is my lx, ypz minus zpy. This will be my ly, that is y component of angular momentum. This is my lz, z component of angular momentum. So always remember the relation between linear momentum and angular momentum. L is equal to r cross p. L angular momentum, r position vector, p linear momentum. I hope it is clear. Now see, we have learnt in laws of motion that the second law of Newton, that force is dp by dt. That is, force is nothing but rate of change of linear momentum. So now we are going to learn the relation between torque and angular momentum. We know torque r cross f, angular momentum r cross p. See, torque rotational motion, force linear motion, L angular momentum in rotational motion, P linear momentum. So if I differentiate this equation, divided by dt, differentiating this equation on both sides. Now here we are going to use the law of प्रोडक्ट. एक को फर्स्ट को कांस्टेंट रख के दूसरे का डिफरेंशिएशन, दूसरे को कांस्टेंट रख के पहले का डिफरेंशिएशन. सो डी आर बाई डी टी, पी को कांस्टेंट रखा, अब आर को कांस्टेंट रखा और पी का डिफरेंशिएशन किया. वी नो इट नाउ, डी आर बाई डी टी, रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ पोजिशन, that is velocity v, and f dp by dt, as I had told you, that is your second law of Newton, force. Now this is very important. In this p, see, all these are vectors. So p, linear momentum p, is equal to mass into velocity. Now m is scalar, but v and v both are vector. They are same vector. You know a cross a is 0, v cross v is 0, because a cross a, that will be like a cross b, ab sin theta. A cross a is square sin theta, but theta will be 0, sin 0 is 0, and that is why a cross a या v cross v, मतलब vector product of vector with itself is always 0. So this term turns out to be 0. So what we are going to get is dl by dt r cross f, and r cross f is nothing but torque. So we are getting the relation that torque is nothing but d